This jack actually has a wheel off the ground. Alright, so we're just gathering stuff together you're going to need. Various tools and whatnot. Craftsman floor jack. More CRC brake clean. Shameless product advertisement. Unboxing here. These parts are from where?
Rotors. Another endorsement.
I don't know where that came from. I do not remember eating it.
So we got
It's like Christmas.
rednecks.
Okay, you bought the Bobo brand ones for this job. These are not getting the cross drilled, slotted racing doohickeys.
These ain't the Bobo brand. They're the made in China mid-grade.
Camera 2 taking a video of camera 1. Camera 1's a Nikon DSLR. In case you all wanted to see behind the scenes how we do these here videos. Got the DeWalt 20 volt max. Puts out several hundred foot-pounds. I tried it with my hand. I couldn't hold it back.
No, it wasn't high enough.
No, kick it, Cletus. A little shaky because I haven't eaten this week, and this doesn't have any image stabilization, but that's alright. So he's got that on a wood block, which it'll probably slip off at any time.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Driveway Auto. We've been doing this for, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 years, long time. Wheels are chocked. I don't know what happened to the gas door, but terrible things. I just wanted to say, got my new jeans on. These are custom ordered from Japan. They call them distressed over there. I'd call them rags. The tripod was stuck in my pants. Now we got brand new Ray Bestos pads from the good folks at Rock Auto. And just like the job we did on the Tundra, got our brake springs. Here's the replacement shims, which we may or may not use. These feel really, really chintzy. So let's see what the stock ones look like. Chances are the OEM Honda ones are possibly better than what they just sent as replacements. So we'll see what up. This jack actually has a wheel off the ground.
I'm gonna put it on the jack stand.
Oh, all right. Your doggone jeans, Scott.
I need like a 1/16 of an inch to click it.
Okay, but I'm telling you, it's rolling.
One click.
That it?
No. One more.
Oh shit.
All right, I'm good. You can lower it down if you want.
Yeah, it looks safe.
Lower it down. Put this on here.
All right. Hold on.
Nice and easy. Because I'm under here too, so I don't want to die today.
They don't call me tripod for nothing. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here at Hillbilly Automotive. That's about the safest looking jack I've ever seen. But we got a jack stand, so you don't have to say anything in the comments. Save it.
Even if we ain't safe, we're safe.
Okay, so here we get a close-up of the rotor. You can see it's grinding on about half of it. That could have been driven for another few thousand miles just with a lot of noise.
Wouldn't bother me.
Wouldn't have bothered me either. Can't hear it from my house.
Let's see what we got.
So we're going to pop those little pin bolts. Here's the wheel. Size of these bad boys.
15 maybe?
235 60R18. Wow, 18s? Huh. Mud and snow rated. Although it doesn't snow all that often here in Wyoming. Sometimes. Video of a video. That'll probably mess with the camera. Do weird things. There's old Hammer trying to figure out what socket it takes. Hammer time.
I'll have to use the impact again.
Looks like you cleaned the garage. There's the old Yoda. It's a daily, 1990, 30 years old. We'll do a vid of this thing soon enough. It is a pretty rare car though, GTS. Alright, so just to give you folks at home a close-up, There's the pin bolts right there, and if you can see right behind that, it's the actual caliper to hub bolts. Well, really it's the strut mount and the hub kind of all in one. Now the job we did a few days ago on the Toyota Tundra, that was rear brakes set up a little bit differently.
I'll have to let you try it with your Herculean.
Well, with biceps like these, it would be a shame not to use them.
Yeah, you got your shirt the same place you got your pants?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got a deal if you buy them from the same outfit. So what we're doing, trying to put this big John, it is a John, isn't it? So this sleeves down from a 1/2 inch to 3/8. Then we're going to put a pipe on the end, and
maybe this plate might be too long.
So that's loose. Let's see what we got here. Right. Oh, I see what you're saying, by a bolt in the way. Okay. All right, hold on.
That's why I put the extension.
Right. Well, now I get it.
All right.
Had to see it for myself, Vern. Man, these jeans are comfy. They're aerated. They breathe. Have to send a thank you note to Japan. And then you can heave, and I'll hold it in position. Oh, something busted.
Good. If I can get one more crack, I'll get the impact on it again.
Done.
Really?
Done.
That one click.
Done. Once it clicks, that's it. Rust. Big old bolt. That was giving us pretty much hell. That must have been, it's not that it was torqued to 7,000 foot-pounds, it's that it was rusted. There's a big difference. The factory torque spec's probably only like 85 pounds or something like that, but you throw a little rust into the mix and it can become real difficult to get something off there. I don't think it's just gonna fall off. Never did a vantage point like this before. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Hey, this one's heavy.
Oh yeah. Well, you wanted lightweight calipers? Think.
It's impact.
Guess that's the same sort of difference. I mean, it's scored halfway. It's definitely not the worst I've ever seen. I can guarantee you that. We once drove on a wheel long enough to grind the wheel all the way down, well into the rotor. Too bad that's not on video. That's all I got to say. Okay, so he's got this caliper zip tied. I don't know what you're gonna be able to see from that bottom angle right there, but whatever. It's kind of pinching the hose though. I don't like it when my hose get pinched. That's probably a problem that a lot of pimps have.
Pinching the hose?
Yeah. I don't even know what that means.
Well, sometimes things just sound funny.
I'm gonna use the old pad or pads to compress caliper pistons. So now the whole thing just basically fell apart.
I always take the outer one off.
So I'm trying to pay attention to how these springs are hooked in there, because that is not really that obvious. Wow, that's actually smart. That keeps the pads retracted off the rotor. You see these little spring jobbies?
Yeah.
I can't remember seeing them. Okay, so there's our pad. That looks amazingly similar to the Tundra. I had a wear pattern almost identical. If you go back on the channel, look at the Tundra brake job video and look at the pad, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's pretty much identical. The difference is these have a backing shim, helps keep some heat out of the caliper pistons and out of the brake system, and these little holes in the top, which you can see, and that's where these springs that constantly apply tension to keep the pads away from the rotor. That's a great idea. All right, so I'm going to clean this rotor now, or I'm going to wait. You can clean it now. So we got a C-clamp here. What we're going to do, we're going to get that in there. We're going to squeeze against the old pad we don't care about. And we're going to compress the caliper pistons. You don't want to retract the caliper pistons back in with a bunch of dirt around them. Otherwise, you're just mashing the dirt back in the caliper bores potentially. So if yours look a little crusty grungy like these ones do, good plan. Clean them before you compress them.
Smell you.
Damn it, Gump. There you go. Gotta walk it around a little bit. Easy peasy. Got a whole bunch of new content going live on the channel soon. Shameless plug for YKP. We're going after Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, Daily Driven Exotics, Cletus McFarland, you know, all those little channels. Going after.
And Catfish Cooley.
Oh yeah, he's the man. Love that guy. Say, ooh, Buddha Buddha pepper. That's hot. There's nothing smart about a smart car. That much I can say. I mean, if you work for Barnum and Bailey and you drive one of them, I get it.
The freaking circus bear.
Make the call, Vern. You want the aftermarket ones or the factory ones are thicker and have a little more spring to them.
Great, perfect.
I'm putting it back.
Okay.
Decision made. So I made an executive decision. I'm putting new ones of these and old ones of those because those factory tension and clips are just plain made better.
The one down there, the one you know where is, or did you find the other one?
There's a mystery part. I don't know where it went. It fell somewhere. How about that grease? They didn't even give you a grease pack.
It ain't in that bag?
No. Cheap. Bah. Sturds. It's not a good idea to pick your nose when your hands look like that. Just saying.
Hey, white lithium grease with the other brake kit.
These things are a pain in the junk.
I didn't even see that stuff. I was looking all underneath.
Yeah, they're the color of asphalt. Pretty much. It ain't my fault, it's asphalt. So a little dab will do you. So that's all I'm putting, a little dab. Don't be getting all up in my video. I don't know nothing about this. I'm just kind of doing it. New pad, 3/8 of an inch thick. Do a little comparo here. It's close. Thickness. Ooh. Okay. Gonna load the pads and the caliper. You can see how the old grease looks kind of nasty. Nice cool day. Man, it's in the mid 60s right now.
I think the high today was 66 or 67.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so that's what came off of that pin. We got this brand new white lithium stuff. It's probably a synthetic, who knows. So hopefully this is the last brake job for this week, but who knows what he's going to hit me with next. You never know. Phone could ring at any time. Yo, you feel like pulling a transmission out? Not really, but okay.
I got front brakes on the Tundra to do sometime in the next couple weeks.
Ah, see? Predicted it. I was right. Other pin. It's the bottom pin. I'll have to splice them together, which that'll be interesting. I'm trying to edit from 2 cameras. I'm relatively new at this whole video making business. There's a learning curve. Alright, got her slathered up pretty good. Okay. Got our pin lock bolts. Gonna pop them in. We're not gonna tighten them. They're just gonna get snugged until everything's together and looking good. Don't torque anything. So as you might recall, for those who watched the Tundra video, the caliper fell. Gave the hose a good stretching.
Oh, sure.
You had stretched hose. So we avoided that this time. Yep, and these are directional, so we gotta make sure we line them up. Okay, so he's torquing down the Phillips screws. that hold the rotors to the hub. Somehow it doesn't look like you're lined up right. You going in the ones that are chamfered? Yeah, you are. Showing the wrong one, Gump.
Exactly what I said to do. Make sure you get the right runs lined up. That's what I do. Don't line it up. And that's all she wrote. Alright, you're up, Cletus.
I is?
Unless you want me to pop that on.
So you already degreased this?
Yep.
Do it again. These torqued enough for you?
What? Absolutely.
Alright.
They were barely more than finger tight when I took them out.
I got a problem here, Gump.
What?
I didn't put those springs back in. Now, how stupid am I? Don't answer that. But, what's it going to take to put those springs on? I got to undo the fin bolts. See, this happens. I'm too concerned about blabber jabbering to the audience and telling them what's going on, and I forgot to put these springs in. But at least I didn't get any further than I already did. So that's kind of a good thing. So I can just rotate this up without taking the whole thing apart. And I think I can get them in. No super brilliant genius way of doing this.
I'm sure they got a tool for it.
There's a special tool for everything. We'll edit this down to less than 3 hours. Because I know y'all YouTubers can't stay on in one video for that long. It just doesn't happen. I'm guilty. I do it. You know, you don't watch the whole doggone thing. But when it's your own video, you do. You go, oh man, I gotta see every second. Oh, very
Sure editing it, you probably watched this thing about 50 times.
affects my watch time. You know what? I'm gonna give my lower back a little break. And go ahead and let you jump in here. Just get that bolt in there. Your turn. Need to do a little stretch. Oh wow, got my arm pretty good. Yeah, nice. So here's your wear indicator. You can see how much there is between the backing plate and where that indicator ends. Not all brake pads have these. For example, the high performance pads that he bought for the Tundra did not have those. So some do, some don't.
Something with it.
Could even bust them off of there if you wanted to, I suppose. But so it'll start giving you a little squeak about 1/8 of an inch of pad material before you get to the backing plate, which, as you can see, these ones were all the way at the backing plate, and they don't seem like the factory pads had any wear indicator on them. And we should have this done by morning, I would say.
You ain't messing with no novice.
I was born today. This wasn't yesterday. Little belt loose. Cleaning stuff up. We got to get ready to jump to the other side as quick as possible. Now, perfect example. See how much pad material is left? There's 1/8 of an inch right there from one side to the other. It's a lot of material right there. That's probably 10,000 miles worth of material. So, not unusual. Pads do not wear at the same rate. Not a problem. Don't worry about it.
Where them bolts at, yo?
Right here. The big Johns. That is a big John. Now I usually torque by hand with a torque wrench, but old hammer time here makes them good and snug. That's a German word, good and snug.
If you want to move all this stuff over there, I'll get this wheel back on and
Yeah, hang on. Okay. Okay, so in the interest of time, we're probably not going to do a video of the other side. There's no real point. It's going to be identical to this side, minus any headaches we might run into. Okay, so just rock the wheel back and forth. Give it a little pedal.
Hey.
Yes?
Yeah, I guess they work.
I'm going to give it a little pedal.
Hey.
Yes?
Yeah, I guess they work.
Hey, try now. Okay. So in case your viewers are wondering what's the purpose of that, well, you want to bring the pads into contact with the rotor before you put the thing in reverse or drive and try and go anywhere. Otherwise, you're going to find out real quick that your pedal slams right down to the floor.
Oh, sweet.
And that would be a big old pucker moment for you, I'd imagine. Okay, so we're just going to switch all the tools over to the other side of the truck. We're working against daylight here. We got another maybe half hour, 45 minutes where we'll actually be able to see.
So all we're doing now is taking out the jack stand so we could be safe, pulling out the jack, lowering it down, torquing it up, and then
Let me know when to.
take her up.
I am.
Okay.
You do a final torque on the wheel yet, right?
No. It ain't going nowhere, but
That's the jack. Yeah. It's jacked. Like me.
all right. Zoom out.
Wheel's done. Just going to do the final torque on the lug nuts. We're going to switch over to the other side, and we'll hopefully call it a night. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications.